Hey everyone, welcome to Dom Time, our weekly excursion with one of our favorite pundits and me into all the things out there that sometimes we don't have time for because we bring you a topic of urgency like the Gosnell trial or something of that nature. We really try to slow down once a week and take a look at all the items in the news, some of them kind of lifestyle, some of them of major importance. And joining us tonight, back with us, is Ken Dunnick. Ken, thanks for joining us tonight.
Great to be here, Don. Thanks.
Well, you are a guy who is an eclectic background, so you got a lot of issues, a lot of portfolio. A lot of them, I want to start with New Jersey. Governor Christie, and just the power of Christie. I see the woman that's running against him, having to take out ads or kidding with the media today, saying I'm not Bono, I'm Buono, running against him, and unable in a hugely Democratic state to get any traction. What is it with Christie? Is it just the rebuilding in the wake of Sandy that's doing this?
That's a great question. You know, Governor Christie is really an enigma. And probably one of the reasons he got this recent lap band surgery is that there's an esoteric quality to being in public office now. And some people say his size and looks may prohibit him from being president someday.
I'm one of them.
Right.
I think there's no way, no how, as much as Americans say, oh, we love the fat guy in the donut jokes and all. I don't think they do.
But there is an attractive quality to honesty, and that's what Christie brings to the table. If you look at our society, Chris Christie, Judge Judy, Bill O'Reilly, like him or hate him, these people tell what they think is the truth and they say it with conviction. And I think Christie's got that going for him because in reality, you know, the state is going broke. The pensions are draining the funds from the state. I mean, what he's saying is fact. And people, even if they don't want to admit it, they realize it and they appreciate him for that.
Now, you're a sports guy and a guy that works out, et cetera. I pretend at it at least. And I think it was a big mistake to get the lap band surgery. I would have much admired, picture him doing Jenny Craig. That was my thing. Or Metafast or something like that. Do you like the lap band? I think that's kind of an
easy way out. Well, you know, I think if he had the propensity to work out, he would have done it by now. It's obviously something that's very challenging to him, and I'll give him credit for doing it. I think the main thing is his health. Certainly this will make him a healthier person and probably a better looking and more vital person, and probably be good for his long-term future in politics.
Now, when you write about him in your magazine, et cetera, what are some of the kind of Christie angles? I'll say on the radio, the angle we've taken with him is we've broken faith with him because of what he did with President Obama. What kind of things do you work on? Where's the interest in Christie in Jersey?
Well, again, going back to the honesty thing, I think that's what we appreciate about him most. He is really a very interesting character. To have the type of popularity he does in what has been a very democratic state, to me, says something about his character, his sincere nature of trying to get to the root of these problems. And again, that is an attractive quality that's really making him a celebrity. You see him on the late night shows, and he's a national figure.
Yeah, and I see now too, for viewers, just in the last couple of days, there's another guy, a whole wave of Silicon Valley guys that are all over Christie, can't get enough of him. And we used to feel that way. I got to tell you, I am just disappointed. You saw him with President Obama. I wasn't okay with it. Had him on, and we haven't talked since. This was November. So Governor, 6 months is long enough time to be mad about this type of thing. And I just thought it was excessive what he did with him.
I was surprised by it. I did at the time. I thought it was excessive. I wasn't sure why he was doing it, especially the timing of it. You know, right before the election, it couldn't have helped Romney. As it turned out, Romney probably would have lost anyway.
Lost anyhow, yeah.
But you know, again, his honesty is what led him to do that. I mean, that he was sincere in what he felt Obama was doing for the state.
I don't think he's sincere at all. So I respect your judgment. I'll tell you why not. He told me I would have done the same thing. Would you have done the same thing? Or can't you be dignified toward the President of the United States? 2 weeks earlier than that, Christie on my show said, this guy couldn't find leadership. It's like a light switch in a dark room. And then suddenly, he's the leader tremendously.
So let me ask you, why do you think he did it?
Oh, he did it because I think he was mad. I think he's all about Christie. I think he's an opportunist. And he was positioning himself, and people love it. He's playing both sides of this type of thing. And some of it was, he's an emotional guy. He was without sleep. He was in the middle of this whole deal. And I think, you know, the president, he did it for New Jersey too. That's all part of it, but it was wrong. Couldn't you give the dignity of the office? I know I would, and I disagree with the president, and not engage in this leadership festival a
Well,
week before the election?
If he had a strategy of moving to the middle at this
Right.
point, and that's
He
where
did.
that's where he thinks his political future is.
Exactly.
Then there was a method to his madness, I guess. But yeah, again, going back to it, I was surprised he did it. I was disappointed, but as it turned out, that's the route he took.
Now, do you think he's good for business for you in New Jersey? Has he been pretty good for business? I don't live in Jersey, but I see the property tax argument against Christie. I think it's bogus. I think he's cut appropriately. I think he's taken on the NJEA and the others appropriately. And I think given Corzine, et cetera, in a tough state, he's done the right things.
Well, certainly his administration is better for business than the previous administrations. I really am not prepared to go into specifics at how he is, but certainly there seems to be a bit less bureaucracy and red tape as far from a business owner's standpoint than there has been under Corzine and some of the other governors.
All right, more on what's happening this week. We'll take a look at the big national stories here on Dom Time with Ken Dunnick tonight, one of our top pundits, talking about IRS, Benghazi, and the AP scandal. And I think the biggest of all, truly the most significant, is Benghazi. We'll get into that next here on Dom Time.